Shit, another new boy. Here for the gold too, aren't you?
Gold?
Quit trying to kid me. All the new boys who come here want into the mine. But don't think it's that easy.
How do I get to the camp?
Just follow the boardwalk. But if you want to get into the mine, you'll have to get past Franco. He expects all the new boys to slave away out here for a while first.
Tell me more about the mine.
I'll give you some good advice. If you want to get in there, get in good with Franco. He's the boss out here. He decides who is the next to go in. But he'll only let you in if you don't gold brick out here. So go to him and let him give you a job.
Where do I find this Franco?
He mostly hangs out in the court in front of the camp. Get in good with him or you'll wind up with a crappy job like me.
Do you have to hang around here all the time?
I'm supposed to check out all the new boys to make sure that none of them are spies. But you can't forget it. I mean, we're at the end of the world here, in the middle of a swamp. No one can find us. No one will find us. And why should someone go to the trouble of sending us a spy?
What's new?
Nah, there's nothing new right now.
How's it going?
I'm waiting until they ask for someone new and it's my turn. Of all the people that are out here, only Franco can get in.
What can you tell me about the camp?
Watch out who you tangle with. If you start a fight for no reason, you'll have them all against you. Fast. Most of them are nervous about their gold, and some of the boys are watching out for each other.
What do you know about Raven?
He's the guy who first showed up here with his boys. He's the leader of the camp. You don't mess around with him, let me tell you. Once they needed 5 new men because he had taken out his anger on some of his own people.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? Are you looking for something?
Plants. I'm looking for plants. Most of the stuff that grows here can be used for something. Many plants have healing properties, and you can smoke swamp weed reefers. Before my time behind the barrier, I worked as an alchemist.
Why did they put you behind the barrier?
I worked with mind-altering potions. A lot. One evening, my master Ignaz drank my experiment instead of his wine. That rendered him temporarily, unpredictable. And since then, he's been somewhat confused. The mages had me thrown behind the barrier for that. Research into forbidden knowledge, they called it.
What can you tell me about the camp?
Not much. I've never been in there myself. Only Raven's people were there from the beginning. All the others who came later, like me, have to wait until they need new people.
Where did you come from?
Well, the same way as you, I suppose. With the pirates, over the sea. The valley here is completely cut off. There's no connection over land.
Right. When do they need new people?
Well, when they're missing some in there. If a digger gets himself eaten by a mine crawler, they let one of us replace him. Sometimes they also kill each other. But they've been better about that lately. Raven has controlled the access to the mine somehow so that not everyone can get in at the same time. But I don't know exactly how that works. I've never been inside.
Can you teach me something?
No time. I am here to get gold, and as long as I can't get into the camp, I make a living by selling my herbs. But if you need a few potions, I still have some.
Let's deal.
Hey, what are you doing here? Do you want to get into the camp?
Yes, I am...
I don't care who you are. I'm Franco. I'm the leader here. So, if you do a good job out here, I'll take you into the camp. Ramon, the gatekeeper, will tell you if they need new people in the camp. Talk to him.
I used to say that myself.
Who said that?
His decision.
Hey, what do you want, huh? I can't imagine you have a permit for the camp.
Franco sent me. He wants to know if anyone is needed in the camp.
Yeah, we need someone. Another one of the guys kicked the bucket yesterday. That idiot tangled with Esteban.
Who is Esteban?
The leader of the lower camp, he decides who gets into the mine. So tell Franco that Torres wants a new man. Got it?
Thoris? The Thoris?
Yes, the Torres. The man who calls for new people. The man who decides if and when a new guy gets out of the swamp and into the camp. You aren't trying to tell me that you know him from earlier?
Well, yes.
Listen, everyone knows Torres. Nevertheless, you aren't getting in, and I won't give him a message.
I'm the new man.
Hey, don't try to fool me. It's still Franco who decides which of you gets into the camp.
Franco sent me.
He did not. So beat it! Otherwise, I'll break your bones.
Everything under control?
Everything is fine here, as long as no one tries to get in who shouldn't.
He's fallen down drunk.
Hey, you!
That's nothing new.
Thoris needs a new man.
Good. I'll take care of it.
Wait a minute. What about me?
You haven't done anything yet.
I've done a lot. Only you don't know about it.
Okay, you want a chance. You'll get your chance. Move your butt to Logan. The swamp sharks are breathing down his neck. Help him finish off the beasts, and you're as good as in the camp.
Where do I find Logan?
If you're standing in front of the camp entrance, follow the rock wall to the left. It's a bit farther into the swamp.
Hey! Send me in now!
And what if I say no?
He was falling down.
Then I'll just wait a bit.
Exactly.
Hey, you!
That's exactly what I said. They can't walk this route.
There's more, believe me.
These are all just rumors.
Same old thing all over again.
They can't walk this route.
I couldn't get away with that.
Do you really think?
Same old thing all over again.
That's nothing new.
possible. You don't have to tell me that. Who said that? It had to happen sooner or later. It all... It was his decision. These are all just rules. Been there, done that. You already know what I think. It had to happen sooner or later.
Hey! Look, a new face. Are you just gonna stand around here, or have you come to help me?
Franco sent me. He says you could use some help. So, what's up?
The swamp sharks are coming a little too close for me. High time to finish off a few of them.
What do I get for my help?
Franco will let you rot here if you do nothing. If you want to get into the camp, you'll have to lend a hand. You won't get any further here with just words. Besides, I can show you how to gut the beasts. But don't think Franco will send you straight into the camp just because we've had a little fun with the swamp sharks here. There are people out here who have been waiting a long time to get in. And the next one who gets in is me. And it better be me.
What's in the camp then?
The question is what isn't in the camp. There are no swamp sharks, no swamp holes, no swamp at all. Instead, they have booze and gold. As far as I know, they even have a woman. Got it?
Show me how to gut animals.
If you want to learn something about blood flies, go to Edgar. He knows all about them. And if you want to gut swamp sharks or lizards, you have to know how to remove skins and teeth. I can show you that.
I'll come back later.
Yeah, you just run away. I'll stay here and stop everything that gets too close.
Why are you sitting around here?
I've got problems. At the moment, it's better for my health if I'm not seen in the camp.
What's wrong?
I had really good relations with some of the pirates, you see. I was always meeting the boys outside their camp and trading. Man, I bought stuff for half the camp. Tom, bring me this. Tom, bring me that. And then that bastard Esteban got in between.
What happened?
Esteban sent Juan, one of his boys. The bastard waylaid us. I was just about to make a deal with the pirates when he came out of the dark and knocked me down with 2 blows. Man, that guy is fast, but not fast enough. I was able to get away from him.
And since the ambush, you've been hiding here.
First, I went back to the camp and let Fisk, Juno, and the others know that they could forget their delivery, and that Esteban was behind it. If Esteban finds out that I told the others that he was responsible, I'm dead. That's why I can't go back to the camp.
What else?
Well, I'll just sit here counting rocks.
Hey, you! Let's attack the swamp sharks.
You figured out how to get ahead here. I'm pleased. Psst. Hey, you hear that? Oh yeah, I hear them.
I see. And what do we do now?
They're coming. They've got an appetite for a bite of human flesh. Well, we'll see who gets eaten here. Let's go.
Nothing there.
The only good swamp shark is a dead swamp shark. That'll be a warning to their brothers.
All right. Is there anything else to do? Otherwise, I'll take off.
Do that. If you want to learn anything else, you know where to find me.
I helped Logan.
Okay, so you fought the swamp sharks. You're useful. At least more so than most of the guys here.
I used to say that myself.
So can I go to the camp now?
Listen, there's another thing I need you for. A few days ago, I sent Edgar into the swamp. He was supposed to get me an old stone tablet, but he hasn't been seen since. See what he's doing, and bring me that damn stone tablet.
That's exactly what I said.
What about gold?
What?
That will never
Do I
change.
get anything for my work here in the swamp?
You want gold? Sure. How much do you want?
You don't have to
50
tell me
gold
that.
nuggets. 100. I'll give you as much gold as you can carry. Who do you think you are? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Now push off and do something. Otherwise, you won't get so much as 1 crumb of gold.
Nobody ever asks.
So, where do I find this Edgar?
Do you want the easy way or the fast way?
He really should have known better.
Better watch out.
I'll take the fast way.
Okay, from here go diagonally left past the boardwalk, into the swamp. There are ruins everywhere. He's sitting around somewhere there. I assume he was smart enough to build himself a fire. You should be able to find that.
I used to say that myself.
As if I
So, where do I
Do you want to
Tell me the easy way.
follow the path to the front gate? Sancho should be standing there. Go left from there and follow the boardwalk. There are ruins everywhere. I assume.
that will cause more trouble.
Hey, how's it going?
You want to know how it's going? I'll tell you how it's going. First, some pirates brought me here on a stormy night. Man, I barfed all over that nutshell. Then Raven locked up the mine because some idiots are too greedy for gold. And then Franco became the leader of the hunters, killing anybody who's against him. I'd say it's going pretty badly.
How did Franco get to be the leader?
Quite simply, he killed Fletcher. He was the leader of the hunters before. Fletcher was okay. Franco's just jerking us all around.
Can you teach me something?
I know a lot about blood flies. I hate those miserable beasts, even more than I hate Franco. But I know how to tear the stingers and wings from their dead bodies. Yeah, tear them out. Besides that, I know how to remove the secretion from the stinger. If you want, I can teach you all that junk. Of course, nothing is free out here.
Franco sent me here about that stone tablet. Have you found it?
Man, I haven't even looked for it. All I know is it's supposed to be in this old building deep in the swamp. And my inner voice tells me, Edgar, stay far away from old buildings deep in the swamp. I certainly won't risk my ass for that bum Franco.
Where exactly is this old building?
Just go left past the big rock here. After a while, you'll come to another big rock. You have to go left or right past that one. I don't know anymore. It was too long ago. But the ruins are supposed to be on some sort of rise. All but hidden among plants. Maybe you'll get lucky and you won't find it.
About the blood flies?
What do you want to know? It was nice knowing you.
Hey! How's it going?
Either you'll get eaten by a beast, or you'll get eaten by a beast. This swamp will be our grave.
What do you know about this valley?
There's lots of old stuff here. Raven's ordered us to gather up everything. No idea what he wants with it. But nobody in his right mind would risk his neck for a few old rocks.
Is there anything new?
We really put one over on those pirates. They provided us with prisoners, but never saw a coin for it. No wonder they're angry. But what can they do? Attack the camp?
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
Hey, you!
May Adanos protect you.
I think I've found something. I think I've found something. I think I've found something.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder.
I found the stone tablet.
Really? You must be a brave guy. Then you've certainly earned your way into the camp.
Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list. And at the moment, there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
You swine. I'll get you.
You miserable little wretch. You want to mess with me? Just you wait.
Now for...
Nobody wants to know.
Who said that? Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside. Thoris will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for? And get yourself a pickaxe.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
Yes, why?
Because now I have to take over his job. You did a great job. Thanks a lot.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
Wait a minute. I'll never get this open without the right key.
Ah, who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
First, tell me the bad news.
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you. And if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
And what's the good news?
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else. Because I am understanding and sociable.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he went into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
About Esteban.
Have you already talked to him?
Not yet.
Well, you should do that soon.
Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Huno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thor's. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're a quite passable scraper.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Doris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share. I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days rest. before I get my next red stone.
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Esteban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Esteban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches with blood. Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Are you all right?
Green novice. I cannot find it.
Here, take this swamp weed.
Not green, not strong, not green, not strong.
How can I help you?
The green novice will help the novice.
Filthy thief, just you wait.
Hi.
Hi, I'm NOTR. Welcome to the Diggers Camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here to dig. So...
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
Certainly. But if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure. But if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well...
You might as well give him a share in advance. Well, let's say 50 gold pieces.
Teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it, but also don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
Can you judge my gold digging?
Quite.
Hey! Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
I want to be stronger.
Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaff is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
I'll come back later.
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, here's the recipe.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Hey. And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladins. Just about the only good thing those fellows brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Eldritch.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos, is that a hunk of a man? Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No, but Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
Can you teach me something?
Only too gladly. You can train your dexterity with me.
Give me something to drink. I want to become more dexterous.
Green novice.
Here, take this green novice.
Fortuno. What is wrong?
So tell me what is wrong with you.
Once, I belonged to the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Everything was all right back then. Fine. We were all condemned criminals. But for us novices, life was free from care.
Hey, I was a prisoner in the Valley of Mines myself. Tell me something new.
I don't remember anything. Darkness lies across my mind.
Come on, concentrate. What happened? When did you come back to your senses?
Raven. I only remember Raven and dark rooms.
What about Raven? What did he do to you?
I'm sorry. It's as though my mind were held prisoner. I don't understand it myself.
There must be a way to refresh your memory.
Yes, maybe there is a way. The gurus knew of various forms of altering the spirit and the will.
Do you remember anything about that?
No, I'm afraid this knowledge vanished with the gurus.
Damn. Well, if there is a way to free your spirit, I'll find it. Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the swamp weed you can get your hands on. I'll even pay you more for it than Fisk.
I've got swamp weed for you.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him. My hut is right behind Esteban, so if you need anything, come on by.
I've got no time for things like that.
Those are all just rumors.
You really should have known better.
Who said that?
Wait a minute. Show me your wares.
I've got no time for things like that.
Do you really think?
There's more, believe me.
Those are all just rumors.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
That's nothing new.
Nobody wants to know.
It's better to watch out in the meantime.
Been there, done that.
You have to feel sorry.
Get your paws off that.
Hey,
Nobody wants to know.
Wait a minute. Show me.
Those are all just rumors. Those are all just rumors.
So you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut. No one messed with him. No one. Except you. Just to make it clear, if you try the same shit with me, I'll kill you.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
They all ran like rabbits.
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally, I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You probably learned a few tricks, right? If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No. I have another job for you.
Nobody ever asks
me. What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me.
Do you really think?
But instead, my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. Thug without a brain. He never would have got the idea to attack me on his own. Nah. He was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
I won't be treated like that.
I couldn't care less.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
Nobody ever asks me.
I need better armor.
Why? You already have some. That's good enough for you now. If you complete your assignment, we'll talk about it again.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of. Come back when you've found out who the guy is.
That's nothing. That's nothing new.
I used to say that myself.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here, and they apply to everyone, even to you.
That isn't true.
Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
You really should have known better.
If you have a problem with that, go talk to Esteban. He's responsible for the camp.
Same old thing all over again.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
I'm staying out of it.
Anything's possible.
Same old thing all over again.
Those are all just rumors.
And there's more, believe me.
It can't go on like this forever.
Hey.
It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh, yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. You'd be dead before you even saw him. So knock that idea out of your head.
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
You were one of the prisoners. Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't. Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over. You want in? Then get yourself a red stone and don't waste my time.
Come on, let me in, for old time's sake.
Let me explain something to you. Do you know why I'm still alive? Because I've always been loyal to my people. I don't have to agree with everything Raven does. But I'll stick to the rules, and so will you.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's Guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates. But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
Hey! I have a stone tablet for you here.
You don't have the right stone. Only the red ones are important.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Halt! As long as Thoris hasn't given you a red stone, you're not welcome here.
Been there, done that.
He was falling down drunk.
Can't rely on that.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
You don't have to ask me that.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
Been there, done that.
Everything else all right with you?
Who said that?
I just want to do my job, man.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Thoris found me and took me with him.
I need better armor.
So, you can have this. It's Esteban's fault. It's so expensive. That damn dog pockets a share of every piece of armor I sell.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
Show me what you have.
That's no secret.
Can't go on like this forever.
I couldn't get that.
Hey, you!
That was no big deal.
Who said that?
You don't have to tell me that.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
Sure. Let me tell you. I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get into the mine, he has to have a red stone from Esteban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
Hey, you! Can you judge my... About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
I want to bump off Esteban, and I'm looking for an ally.
Oh, I won't have anything to do with that.
Hey! About the attack again.
Just leave me alone with that crap.
What?
I have some interesting information for him.
You're in cahoots with the guy who ordered the assassination, aren't you?
That's none of your business.
So? Well, then I don't know anything about the business. Just leave.
Absolutely not.
Good. I'll tell you what I know. When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe from Huno the Smith, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there. Very suspicious if you ask me.
About the attack again.
I already told you everything I know.
Okay. What do you know about the attack?
Hey man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Leonard told me a bit about you.
Leonard? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything. You are working together with that Senyan. You're in cahoots with Esteban. I heard exactly what you were blabbing about. Up to now, Esteban hasn't given a damn about us. Why should I trust his people? Leave me alone!
What do you know about the attack?
Nothing at all.
What?
Hey...
What?
Nothing at all.
What?
Hey man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
Hey! I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor. And when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
I don't really have a choice.
I knew we would come to an agreement. When you find out who the guy is, we'll kill the tick together. And now beat it. You know what you have to do.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I? I was still in the swamp then.
I'll come back later. Hey, you! What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
They're pretty dim. Some people have noticed that you're involved with Senyan. You'll have to break off your connection with him. Otherwise, you'll never have a chance of finding the one responsible for the attack.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
What do people here think of Esteban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise. Each piece of information will cost you...
How much?
10 gold pieces.
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Esteban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What does Lenar think about Esteban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
What about Senyan?
Senyan is one of Esteban's boys. He's been working for him for quite a while.
Emilio, what does he think about Esteban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What about Fisk?
Fisk is Fisk. He pays his share to Esteban and distributes the goods he mostly gets from the pirates. I don't think he really cares about Esteban.
What does Huno think of Esteban?
Huno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban. Since he's been working for Huno, he'll never get into the mine.
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed! Probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me, but a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
Juan worked for Esteban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Esteban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
I'm not really working for Esteban.
So? You want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Esteban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
Can't rely on that.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
I couldn't care less.
Juno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
No time for things like that.
But you work for Juno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
Wait a minute.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Juno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
I couldn't get away with that.
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Juno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
Can't rely on that.
Do you really think?
Sooner or later.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Nothing else.
Now listen, you move your ass out of here before I forget myself.
I've heard a few things about you.
Again?
I heard that you...
What else?
Paul's.
So?
Nothing else.
Now listen.
It had to happen sooner or later.
You already know what I think.
Hey, you! About the attack.
I already told you.
Okay.
You know what you...
Nothing at all.
Hey! What are my...
They're pretty dim. Some people have no... You'll have to break off your...
I knew that.
Exact.
Hey!
Exactly what I said.
Wait a minute.
Fortuno is pretty confused and could use a potion to restore his memory.
Fortuno? That's Raven's servant, no?
He was. Now he's just a wreck, and it's Raven's fault.
Raven? Until now, I thought a lot of him. All right. But here in the swamp, I can't brew any potions.
I could brew the potion. There's an alchemist's bench in the camp. I just need the recipe.
Be careful with this recipe. Brewing this potion is dangerous. If something goes wrong in the brewing, or one of the ingredients isn't right, the potion will be deadly.
I'll be careful. Let's deal.
You don't have to tell me that. I could have told you that before.
How's it going?
What do you want? Have you got anything to say to me? If not, you can just go away. Otherwise, my friend will make mincemeat of you. So what is it?
They say you have some interesting wares to offer.
So what? Esteban wants to jerk me around, eh? I do all the work and hide away here for days in this miserable hole, and he just sends someone to fetch the stuff? I'm not a warehouse.
Yeah, and? That isn't my problem.
But I'm making it your problem. You want the delivery? Fine. You can pay for it. Get the gold from Esteban or Raven or I don't know where. I don't care. Whoever wants these goods will pay for them.
I don't come from Esteban.
Oh? Well then. Hey, just a moment. Hold still for a second. You have a critter on your shoulder.
Attaboy! Don't take any crap! Attaboy!
Hey, you!
Show me what you have. I don't come from...
Oh?
Show him who's boss! Just you.
I think I've found something.
I could tell you.
As if I didn't have one now.
I couldn't get away with that.
I won't be treated.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I wouldn't have done
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Juno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. Also, I'll give you one of my weapons. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
Show me your wares.
Who said that?
That was no big deal.
It can't go on like this forever.
He thinks it's as easy as that. No idea, you tell me.
I've heard a few things about you.
Again? It had better be something important this time.
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Nothing else.
Now listen, you move your ass out of here before...
That's nothing new.
I told.
That was no big deal.
Do you really think?
Hey, you!
It can't go on like this forever.
Tell me that isn't true.
Hey, you!
Hey!
Hey! About... Then tell me again.
When the attack took place, I was trying to get my pickaxe, but he wasn't there.
And?
Usually he's always there.
Hey, you! I've changed my mind. We aren't working together anymore.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
Tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
What do you have against Esteban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days, one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Esteban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Esteban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get killed.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Lenar notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name, nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
Hey!
Show him!
What?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
I knew that.
Exactly.
True.
Those are all just
I've heard a few things about you.
Again? It had better be something important this time.
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
He really should have known better. Who said that?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
I've heard...
Again?
I heard that you...
What a...
Paul.
So?
Nothing.
Now listen.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Hey, you! Nothing to be had there.
I could tell you.
He should have known
I've...
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but that you'll have...
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
Can't rely on that.
I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
I need better armor. Fisk said you'd give me a good price.
Fisk, you say? Well, I'd still owe him a favor.
He really should have known better.
Shit.
It had to happen sooner or later. Staying out of it.
He should have known.
It was his decision.
They all ran like rabbits.
What's that?
First, tell me who is behind the attack.
No, I don't trust you.
Look, the next conversation I have is either going to be with the person behind the attack or with Esteban. Who I talk to is your choice.
All right. I'll get you together with the perpetrator. But it happens the way I say. Got it? Go to the bar and talk to the barkeeper. You'll learn everything else from him. What are you waiting?
You don't have to tell me that.
Do you really think?
Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
So you were behind the attack.
Yes, Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then, we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard and I'll take care of the guards.
Wait a minute.
That's no secret. Anything's possible. What does he know about duty?
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it? Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him.
Secret.
You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a fast one. Just you wait.
No idea. You tell me.
Now?
What you waiting for? What you waiting for?
That's the ticket. You already know what I think.
That's no secret.
Yep.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Sooner or later.
Now for...
Don't take any crap!
Nothing to be had there.
That was no big deal.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
They all ran like rabbits.
What does he know about duty?
Give me the stone now.
Oh, you've got a death wish. All right.
Who said that?
I'll do you a favor and put you out of your stupidity.
That will never change.
What you waiting
That's
for?
the ticket.
Attaboy! What you waiting
That's
for?
the ticket. Yeah, that's
Don't take any crap!
I could tell you.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
That was no big deal.
You have to ask me that.
Attaboy! Attaboy! Ticket. Defend yourself! Yeah.
Oh, let him have it! Ouch! That hurt! Ouch!
Yeah, that's the
hurt!
ticket.
He simply needs to practice more.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
The things I could tell you.
That's nothing new.
Hey, you!
Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Wait a minute. Show.
You already know what I think.
Nothing to be had there.
He simply needs to practice more.
You already know what I think.
Esteban.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
That was no big deal.
How's business?
Good. Esteban's death is a reason for some here to celebrate.
Hey!
I'll come back later.
I used to say that myself.
I won't be treated like that.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Differently if it hadn't been for us.
It can't go on like this forever.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Nobody ever asks me.
He simply
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
I couldn't get away with that.
Everything.
I just want to do.
What I think.
I'm staying out of it. Tell me that isn't true.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
There's more, believe me.
I won't be treated like that.
No idea, you tell me.
Hey, you! I have a stone tablet for you here.
You don't have the right stone. Only the red ones are important.
I have a red stone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
Hey, you! Hey, you!
Come.
No.
Can't rely on that.
It's totally obvious.
You really should have known better.
You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damned rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
Never change.
Anything's possible.
I used to say that myself.
Hey!
I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
Halt.
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
May Adanos protect you.
About Raven, I was in the bandit camp to the east. Raven is their leader. But in order to get to Raven, I have to get some of the bandits out of the way first.
Fine. Then good luck. But do not forget that it must happen quickly. Raven must not reach his goal under any circumstances.
He has a gold mine, and he has the prisoners digging for gold.
That sounds like him. You must get the prisoners out of there.
Yes, of course. I'm working on it. About the relics, what about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
The bandits use these stone tablets as a sort of currency.
The tablets bear the sign of Korhodran, a great warrior. He is the commander whose son Rodimus caused the downfall of the entire city. I'll bet the bandits don't even know what it is they are trading there.
This thing was lying in a building near the Great Swamp.
That would have been the House of the Healers. We don't know much about them. They seem to have been the first to disappear. Very good. The image of this city is becoming clearer, but we still don't know enough. In all, there must be 5 of this sort of stone tablet hidden around here. Find them and bring them to me. Here is some gold as a reward.
I'll see whether I can find anything.
Good, but hurry. Time is not our ally. May Adanos protect you.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
It is damned important that I get to him.
No, it isn't. Only Bloodwind has permission to stay in there.
Bloodwind? Isn't he supposed to be dead?
He's stronger than ever before. And if he finds out that someone is causing trouble out here, he'll make mincemeat out of you.
Bloodwind is in there? Then get him out.
Huh, do you seriously believe I'd do that? Maybe you're an important man in the camp now, but your power ends right here. Got it? So go to the mine and dig for gold or do something else, but don't stand in the way here.
We'll talk again.
You already know what I'll tell you then.
I'll give you 1,000 gold pieces if you let me in.
You're wasting your time, bum.
We'll talk again.
So, on your way to the mine?
Actually, I want to see Raven.
Hey, try to enter the temple and you're as dead as the prisoners here. Move your ass over into the mine instead.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces. Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with Scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are mine crawlers down there.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for his slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodwind's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Bloodwind, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine, but he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the stone by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there. And once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious. And eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, and then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwind came out of the tomb and said I should beat it. And that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack a lump of gold. Anyone can do that. But many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp, but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Let's deal.
No idea. You tell me.
Those are all just rumors.
Wait a minute.
Is there a problem?
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
Why don't we attack the crawlers?
I asked that too. But the guards had more important things to do. Bloodwind has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Bloodwind will just take most of it for himself anyway. And I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Can you tell me more about Bloodwind?
Yes, he's a gold-hungry bastard. He inspects every new vein and every nugget. He can't go too far out of his way for gold. But we don't mean shit to him.
And otherwise?
He thinks he's the greatest and can't stand it if someone is better off than he is. Okay, I wouldn't go up against him, even so. Just stay out of his way and don't provoke him. Unless you want him to get furious and lose control.
Hey!
What do you want from me? Go away!
So, that should be it. The crawlers are finished.
Bloodwind is already on the way. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I mean, you slaughtered the crawlers so Bloodwind would come here. So whatever you're planning, do it now.
Wait a minute.
You killed the mine crawlers? Good. I'll take over now. Go on. Beat it.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight. I'm looking for Raven.
Yeah. And what makes you think that Raven wants to talk to you at all? Wait. Are you? Is it you? You're the guy we've been looking for the whole time. What are you doing here? You should be long dead.
People are always telling me that.
Those morons all failed, but you won't get past me. This time I'll finish you.
Like I already said, it's Raven I'm looking for. You aren't important to me.
I'll kill you. I've survived every battle so far.
And I thought I did you in.
Ah, you miserable dog! And I survived the explosion of the barrier without a scratch.
And who do you think brought down the barrier?
Ah, you miserable dog! You can't defeat me. I'm Raven's best friend. His right hand.
Obviously, he's got no time to be picky.
Ah, you miserable dog!
Enough talk. Let's fight.
It's... You sure showed that bum. Nice work. Then I'll take a look around the cave.
Wait a minute. Hey, you!
I didn't do any...
What's up?
I'm really slaving away. Well, the main thing is I won't get eaten by a crawler.
Hey, you!
Hey!
Back at work?
Yeah. Now I'm getting the very last piece of gold out of this mine.
Hey, you! Hey, you! What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening, Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one can tell the difference.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you
10 gold pieces.
Let's haggle.
No. That's the standard price everyone gets.
I thought that was a special price.
It is, Everyone here is special to me.
What do you know about Raven?
You won't believe it. I was there. I saw what he did in the tomb. He mumbled and called some strange words over and over. Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar. And then a blazing light came out of the tomb and I heard the scream. Oh, ye gods, that voice. That was the sound of the end of the world. Raven spoke with it. They conversed. Raven and that voice. I can't remember what they said. I just know that I could only master my limbs again many hours later, back in the camp.
Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwind is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
Here, is that enough?
No, put that away. God, I don't want to see that.
It would be better for you if you let the slaves go now.
Wait a minute. Bloodwind isn't the only one who has a say here. So long as I don't have an order from Thoris, no one will be set free.
But you just said that the slaves belong to Bloodwind.
Yes, but I also said that I won't set anyone free without an order from Thoris.
You're one of those guys who won't take a leak without orders, eh?
Hey, where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Well, sure. Why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwind.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwind. He doesn't have any more use for them.
Hey.
Hey, I'm all right. But Pardis is pretty much down and out. If there's anything you want, talk to Patrick. He's our spokesman.
Hey, what do you want? I'm just an imprisoned worker. I haven't done a thing.
Hey! I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? Why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
All right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners are peasants and workers. They trust me, but they won't dare to mount an escape.
Will I have to kill all the bandits before you budge at all?
But that would be insane. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready.
How are you holding up? I'm beat. Completely worn out. Is it a glorious sunny day or one of those clear nights where 1,000 stars are twinkling? I don't know. Where's the gentle rain of summer? The cool evening breeze. I can feel them no longer. It's the eyes that go first in here.
Hang in there. Your rescue is near.
Thanks. Thanks for your words.
Here, drink this.
Thanks. That does me good.
How are you now?
Better. Thanks to you, I can feel my strength returning.
Hey, you! Hey, how's it going?
I'm alive. That's all I care about. If you've got something to discuss, Patrick's your man.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, the angle at which you strike is crucial for efficient mining. Not too flat and not too steep. That way, you'll get the nuggets and make your pick hold up forever.
Hey!
I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
Nobody ever asks me.
Nobody wants to know.
Hey! I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
Hey!
I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
They all ran like
Hey, you!
completely alone.
Please don't hit me.
He simply needs to practice more.
Hey! What do you want from me? Go away.
Hey, you!
What do you want?
The things I could tell you.
Do you know anything about the tomb?
Yes. The tomb is behind this passage. Just follow the bodies and you'll find it.
Nothing's going to change about that.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I could have told you that.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Hey, you!
I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
What does he know about duty?
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Everything all right with you?
The slaves are getting the big chunks out of our way. Then we'll
done that.
harvest the golden fruit later.
Same old thing all over again.
Hey,
How's it going?
I'm not going to the trouble of mining myself. We have enough slaves to do that for us. We never came by our gold so easily.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Always dig from bottom to top. That may be difficult, but that way you get more gold out of the rock.
How's it going?
I slaved away for the ore barons long enough. It's good that someone else is digging now.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Brain work, boy. Mining gold is a purely mental procedure. Don't try to force the rock. It's harder than you. Free your mind of everything, and try to become one with the gold. Then, it is like meditation, a prayer.
Same old thing all over again.
Hey, you!
All kinds of rumors.
How's it going?
As long as the slaves are working, I'm not budging a finger.
Nobody ever asks me.
The things I could tell you.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I used to say that myself.
Nobody ever asks me.
That's no secret.
He was falling down drunk.
The things I could tell you.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
I'm staying out of it.
Well, I could have told you that before.
These ingredients to practice more.
It can't go on like this forever.
That's no secret.
Well, I could have told you that before.
Nobody wants to know.
That's totally obvious.
No idea. You tell me.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Nobody wants to know.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
That's no secret.
You don't have to ask me that.
You don't have to tell me that.
You don't have to ask me that.
And there's more, believe me.
I won't be treated like that.
I used to say that myself.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
You should really have known better.
Nobody ever asks me.
Been there, done that.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Tell me that isn't true.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
That's no secret.
Nobody ever asks me.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
You don't have to tell me that.
It can't go on like this forever.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
There have been all kinds of rumors.
I'm staying.
Do you really think?
I've got no time for things like that.
That's making
It had to happen sooner.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
Nobody wants to know.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
That will never change.
He was falling down drunk.
Nobody wants to know.
You already know what I think.
You can't rely on that.
Nothing's going to change about that.
You should really have known better.
Nobody ever asks me.
You don't have to tell me that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Nobody wants to know.
Can't go on like this forever.
Same old thing all over again.
That's totally obvious.
He simply needs to practice more.
You already know what I think.
He simply needs to practice more.
Do you really think?
Tell me that isn't true.
You already know what I think.
I used to say that myself.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I couldn't get away with that.
Nothing's going to change about that.
You don't have to tell me that.
He should have known better.
That's no secret.
He should have known better.
Nobody wants to know.
That's exactly what I said.
Been there, done that.
Well, I could have told you that before.
I couldn't care less.
I could have told you that before.
I'm staying up.
Nothing's going to change about that.
I've got no time for things like that.
I won't be treated like that.
That will never change.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
The legs. It's all in the legs. Strength and momentum come from the legs.
I'm staying up.
I won't be treated like
Hey!
that.
How's it going?
I'm cooking a delicious stew for the diggers and guards. But the slaves, they don't get anything. Some still water and old bread at the most.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That won't hurt those city boys.
I wouldn't have done that.
Get out of here.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
That will never change.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Same old thing all over again.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
You should really have known better.
I could have told you that before.
Things would have turned out different.
It's better.
Everything all right?
Nice and regular. That's the way to get fat nuggets.
He's falling down drunk.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Same old thing.
You again? You're getting on my nerves.
Here, do you still want to stop me now?
Is that blood one? Oh, that. Oh. Yes. No. I mean, you can go in.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. What with?
Hey, you!
What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared Bloodwind out of the way, too. I'm just asking myself who's next, Raven or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here.
He was falling down drunk.
Same old thing all
Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
I talked with Thoris. He ordered the slaves to be set free.
Okay, if Thoris ordered it, but I have to ask myself why he decided on something like that.
But you aren't being paid to ask questions.
All right. I'm obviously not needed here anymore, so I'll go get me some stew.
Hey!
All's well. You can make yourselves scarce.
Great. I know a cave in the swamp where we can gather for now, but then what?
Leave the swamp towards the southwest. The water mages have set up their camp near the ruins of the old temple. They're going to show you the way out of this valley.
Thanks. Thank you so much. We are all very deeply...
Never mind.
Hey!
Nothing's ever going to change that.
I've got no time for things like that.
You already know what I think. Nothing's ever going to change that.
That will never change. They had to have it sooner or later.
Nothing there. Hey, you! About Raven. I made my way into Raven's quarters.
And? What about Raven?
I came too late. He disappeared into the Adana's temple right before my eyes.
What? That is a catastrophe. Why didn't you follow him?
I couldn't follow Raven. He blocked the entrance from inside.
I must think. The question is, how did Raven get into the temple? And what did he do before he passed through the portal?
He spoke an incantation at the gate.
And before that?
He opened a burial chamber. I only know that he must have performed some sort of ritual there.
A ritual? Yes, that's it. I fear that Raven has made the power of the Guardians of the Dead his own. He got his knowledge of the temple from a spirit. You must go to Mixir and tell him about this. May Adanos protect you.
Hey, you! Satyrus sent me. Raven has made his way into the temple and blocked the portal from the inside. Satyrus thinks he got his information about the temple from a ghost.
By Adanos! He must have summoned the High Priest Cardamon to ask him about a way into the temple. According to the records, his grave was in the caves under the fortress. You will have to do the same, but you cannot ask Cardamon anymore. The grave of the warrior prince Quahodron is supposed to lie in the west of the valley. You will have to find it and waken Quahodron. It is written in these inscriptions how a believer of Adanos can summon a spirit.
Do you think that'll really work?
I've read a lot of crazy ramblings. For example, the writings of Iberian, the leader of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. But I believe every word of the author of these writings.
The Brotherhood of the Sleeper didn't spread just lies. The Sleeper really existed.
But it wasn't their lies that made them implausible. It was their words as such. They were more confusing than believable. They showed the excessive use of the swamp weed they smoked. It is the seriousness and prudence in the words on this stone tablet that convince me that this man wrote the truth.
Why Quahodron? Why not the High Priest Cardamon?
Raven has desecrated the grave of Cardamon with his summoning. We can assume that. We shall have to look for another spirit.
Are you really serious?
I want to explore every possibility. Even if there is only a ghost of a chance for us to meet one of the builders, then we have to do it. Raven has managed to do it after all.
Assuming I want to summon this ghost, what do I have to do?
Find Quahodron's grave in the west of the valley. His ghost can be summoned by the words of the guardians of the dead, which I have written for you here. That's all. Now you just have to find the grave. Good luck, my son.
What was that again about the warrior Prince Quorhodron?
You have to find his grave and summon his ghost with the words of the guardians of the dead. I have written the words down. You just have to read them aloud.